Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another newspaper practice session. We are going to do an article on Thailand's tourism today. All right. So, yes, good morning, everyone who's joining in. Yeah. Okay. All right. So today's article is going to be very specifically about a place or a route called Green Route in Thailand, which focuses on environment-friendly tourism. And it talks about how the local people enforce this on the travelers that are there. All right. And it's amazing to see that Thailand has such a place, and it connects a river basically, and it's two places that are on the banks of a certain river. And the article tells us how being environment friendly is enforced in the tourists. Okay. Good morning, Ketsi. Good morning, Utkarsh, Kiran, Anumala, Dolly. Good morning. Yeah. All right. So, what we do with these newspaper practice sessions is that we make sure that your reading speed is very high. And we also do a little bit of guided speaking, which helps you understand how you stress on a certain article. And also, we give you a brief on how you should frame your own opinions. Okay. So, let's get started with today's article. I will first read this very slowly, and you should try to pick it up from whatever is there. Don't try to read or stay at one word and try understanding the meaning of that word. Try getting the context of the passage. Okay, that is one. And the second thing that we'll do today is speed reading. I'll read a little quickly, and that way you should follow your eye. You should make sure you pick up words as you go forward. And while we do that, I'll also explain the meanings of some less common words. All right. The third thing that we will do is guided speaking, where you will repeat after me with the same amount of stresses and the same amount of pauses. The last thing that we do is frame our own opinions. Let's see what you have as an opinion, and let's see how green tourism can be implemented in our country as well. All right, so let's get started then. Good morning, all of you. Navneet, Sonia, Urvashi, Vaibhav, Manpreet. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, all right. So I will read very slowly now. You will have to pick words, you will have to understand the context. Don't stay at one word. Yes. All right. So here you go. This is about Thailand's green route. The Amazing Green Route, one of Thailand's seven greens activity, takes travelers on a journey through Thailand's carefully preserved natural beauty and culture. The sample itineraries featured in this route showcase communities committed to environmental conservation, demonstrated by keeping waterways clean, implementing proper waste disposal methods, and refraining from using foam or plastic containers. With its emphasis on environment friendly tourism, the Amazing Green Route encourages travelers to respect the beliefs, values, and customs of local people, focus on nature based tourism activities, and live simply during and peacefully during the trip. Everyone can make a valuable contribution to preserving the extraordinary gifts of nature for the sustainable future. Now, this is the next paragraph. They talk about the route actually. Explore a self sufficient way of life and discover untold stories of the river on this route, which starts in Samut Songkram, a small province in Thailand's central region, and then proceeds to Kanchanaburi, situated on the western edge of the region. This route is set among natural surroundings with scattered local communities and well preserved rivers and forests. Now, you guys, obviously, this is a very simple article, also gives you a picture of what this route is. Did you guys understand what the article was about? Yes, give me a yes if you understood this. All right. Good morning. Yes. Good morning, all of you. Isabella, Rajdeep. Good morning. All right. Okay, let's now do some speed reading. Okay. Now, what I will do is I will read really quickly, and as we go forward, I will explain the different words, the less common words that are there. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now let's get started. Let's focus on only picking up words as we go. That's what speed reading means. As you read along with the article, you will have to pick up 4 or 5 words at a time. All right? Yeah. Okay. So, the Amazing Green Route, one of Thailand's 7 greens activities, takes travelers on a journey through Thailand's carefully preserved natural beauty and culture. The sample itineraries featured in this route showcase communities committed to environmental conservation, demonstrated by keeping waterways clean, implementing proper waste disposal methods, and refraining from using foam or plastic containers. With its emphasis on environment friendly tourism, the Amazing Green Route encourages travelers to respect beliefs, values, customs of local people, focus on nature based tourism activities, and live simply and peacefully during their trip. Everyone can make a valuable contribution to preserving the extraordinary gifts of nature for the sustainable future. All right. So, if you understood this paragraph, let's try and understand what each sentence means, what they mean to say. So, they talk about the green route in Thailand, which takes travelers on a journey through Thailand's carefully preserved natural beauty and culture. So, carefully preserved, as in it's preserved is what? To save something from damage, right? That's what preserved means. Okay, so if you preserve something, it is of value to you and you have saved that from damage. That's what they did. Carefully preserved natural beauty and culture. So, this green route has Thailand's carefully conserved or saved natural beauty and culture. The sample itineraries featured in this route showcase communities committed to environmental conservation. So, again, itineraries, that's the pronunciation. That means it is a travel plan, basically. Okay, itinerary is a travel plan. So, when you travel to a place that's outside your current city, you have a plan, as in what you will do on day one, day two, and so on, right? That's itinerary. Okay. Featured in this route, showcase. Showcase is to display. That's what showcase means. All right. Communities committed to environmental conservation. Again, conservation is another word for preservation. It means the same thing. You are saving something from damage. Okay. Demonstrated by keeping waterways clean. Again, demonstrated, you show something, you show an example. That's demonstrated. Okay, so the example of such an environmental conservation initiative is by keeping waterways clean. It's one word. It's not separated by a space. It's just waterways. Okay, keeping waterways clean, implementing proper waste disposal methods. Again, what is implementing? To put something into action. That's what implementing means. All right. And refraining from using foam or plastic containers. What is refraining again? To stop something from happening, right? To restrict something. That's what refraining means. Now, until now, are you guys with me? Yes. Sneha, Ketsi, are you guys with me? Did you guys understand what's going on in the article? Urvashi, Chitwan. Yeah, good, good, very good. All right. Now let's continue reading. Let's continue reading this very interesting article. With its emphasis on environment friendly tourism, the amazing green route encourages travelers to respect the beliefs, encourages to promote someone to do something good, right? You are doing it in a good way. You're encouraging someone means that you're pushing someone to do something, and it's usually in a good way. Okay, travelers to respect the beliefs, values, and customs of the local people, focus on nature based tourism activities, everything that is related to nature. Okay, nature based, everything that depends or is around nature only. All right, nature based tourism activities, and live simply and peacefully. Now, simply here means to live a simple lifestyle when you go there. That's what they're trying to say. All right. Okay, everyone can make a valuable contribution. Again, what is a valuable contribution? Something that is of great value, something that is immense, of immense value. Contribution to preserving the extraordinary gifts of nature for the sustainable future, something that can stay constant. Okay, that's what sustainable means. Extraordinary means out of the ordinary. Okay, all right. So, did you guys understand what the article was now? Apsi, Satish, Chitwan, Urvashi. I hope you understood what the article means now, right? It's a very good take on this particular green route, correct? Yes. All right. So let's now go forward and read the next paragraph as well very quickly, and I'll explain the meaning of that paragraph too. Okay, yeah. Explore a self-sufficient way of life. What is self-sufficient? You are not depending on anyone else. That's what self-sufficient means. Okay, it's a very good word. If you want to say that you are independent, you can also say that you are self-sufficient. Okay, explore a self-sufficient way of life and discover untold stories. Again, discover, find something new. Untold stories, never heard of, something that are never heard of the river on this route, which starts in Samut Songkram, a small province in Thailand's central region. What exactly is a province? It's a region. It's basically a geographical region controlled by a certain ruler or a king. Okay, yeah. Then proceeds to Kanchanaburi, situated on the western edge of the region. This route is set among, did you notice the word among natural surroundings? Surroundings, something that surrounds you, environment, with scattered local communities. Again, something that's available in different places, not together, scattered. They're all available in various locations, not available together. Okay, and well preserved rivers and forests. Well preserved, again, well saved, well maintained rivers and forests. Okay, so now you got an entire picture of this green route. Whenever you read an article, try to make a mental picture of that article. Okay, that helps you read better, that helps you understand better. And whatever I did now, obviously you don't have the time to do this in your reading test, but you can certainly do this with an article that you take every day. And with this, you improve your reading speed, and the way you understand definitely improves. Yes? Okay. So, were you better than the first time that you read this article? Give me a yes if you were better than the first time. Right? Good. Maitri, Melvin, yes. Good. Utkarsh, Namrata, Ketsi. Okay. Aishu, yes. Apsi, good, good. All right. So let's now move to guided speaking. Okay. What I will do with guided speaking is that I will catch 4 or 5 words, repeat, you will repeat after me in the same way that I'm doing it. And why is this important to do guided speaking? It is important because you need to understand how you put stresses in certain word and how you give pauses, especially if it's a comma or a full stop. It's very important that you master this for your speaking test. All right. And make sure that you don't do it passively. Don't do it passively. Do it along with the article. Look at your screen and also try and repeat the same way that I'm saying it. All right. Okay. So let's get into guided speaking now. Good job in participating, all of you. Yes. The amazing green route, one of Thailand's 7 greens activities, takes travelers on a journey through Thailand's carefully preserved natural beauty and culture. Takes travelers on a journey through Thailand's carefully preserved natural beauty and culture. Notice the ups and the downs in my voice. When you start a sentence, you always use the rising tone. When you end a sentence, the tone slowly comes down. When you have a comma, make sure you pause. All right, let's proceed to the next sentence. The sample itineraries itineraries, the sample itineraries featured in this route showcase communities committed to environmental conservation. It's environmental, okay? It's environmental. The R there is silent, it's not environmental. It's environmental conservation. Demonstrated by keeping waterways clean, implementing proper waste disposal methods. Again, it's proper waste disposal. Disposal. Okay, the S sound is equivalent to a Z sound. And refraining from using foam or plastic containers. The word refraining, that's how it's pronounced, restricting something from happening. All right, let's move on. With its emphasis on environmentally friendly tourism, the amazing green route encourages travelers to respect the beliefs, values, and customs of the local people. Focus on nature based tourism activities, and live simply and peacefully during their trip. Everyone can help make a valuable contribution to preserving, it's preserving again, preserving the extraordinary gifts of nature, extraordinary. Okay, you don't say extraordinary, it's extraordinary gifts of nature for the sustainable future. When you have the R sound at the end of a certain word, make sure you make it subtle for the sustainable future. Okay, that's how you say it. All right. So, did you guys repeat after me? Did you guys do it the same way? Yes, Sonia, Manpreet, Praveen, Manoj, did you guys do it the same way? Did it help you understand how you pronounce on some very common words? Right? I hope you did that. Good job. Yes, now you can follow the next paragraph and do it the same way as well. Now, what I want you to do is let's pick up some less common words here. What are some? They're not rare, they're less common. Okay, here you go. Preserving is a less common word. Sustainable is also a less common word. They were implementing, demonstrated, all right, showcase. All these are different words for demonstrated again. So showcase and demonstrate mean the same, all right. Itinerary is certainly a less common word. Emphasis means to put force on something, okay. So you learned a lot of new words today, right? What I want you to do is before even you frame sentences with these less common words, because that's a little easy job to do considering that you don't have many tough words today. What I want you to do is to think about, not don't think about a tourist spot and all that. Think about what India can do to have such environmentally friendly tourism. Which place in India emphasizes this, or how can India do environmentally friendly tourism in your place. If you live in a certain city, there are definitely some tourist spots that are worth seeing, right? You think about what you can do to make that place environmentally friendly. Okay, so that way what you're doing is not just promoting tourism, you are also promoting the sustainability of environment, right? So do that, frame your own opinion. Now, why do we do this? Why am I asking you your opinion? Because it is important that when you're writing, it has to trigger, the question has to start triggering your thought process. And that happens when you start thinking in your own ways, when you start thinking about what you think of this article. All right. So, did some place come to your mind while you were reading this? Why not in India? Did that come to your mind? If yes, tell what that place is, or say how a certain city can be changed to make it better. Okay. All right. So that's with framing opinion. I'm looking forward to having your sentences on the chat box. I'm definitely going to read them. Okay. All right. Now with some less common words. So the word for you today is itinerary. Okay. That's the word. You will have to frame a sentence with that word. All right. So, yes, so that was today's guided newspaper practice. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the fast track program. Now, all of you or most of you here are actually fast track members. Urvashi, I think, is a fast track member. Kamaljeet, Ketsi, a lot of you, Apsi, are fast track members. All right. So, what I want to talk about is right now the fast track program. Everybody who wants to be a part of this program might find this useful. So, what we have in the program is we have video lessons, we have quizzes every day for vocabulary and grammar, and we have some readable materials on all the different sections of the IELTS for you available on an exclusive mobile app. Along with that, you also have practice sets given to you every morning, based on which you will have live sessions in the evening based around the practice that we give you in the morning. And these live sessions happen between 7:30 and 8:30. On the weekends, we cover all the basic concepts that are there for that particular section. So we pick one section a week, and we also include grammar as a section. All right. So this is what happens every day as a part of the fast track program. Along with this, you also have access to the chief coaches through WhatsApp. Any doubts that you have, you can get in touch with us. And apart from that, you have 10 full mock tests. So that is on listening, on reading, on writing, and speaking put together. So when you take a mock test, you don't just get a feedback on writing and speaking, you also get feedbacks on the listening and the reading sections. Okay, so I'm going to leave the admissions form link in the description of this video. You can fill it out if you're interested. Okay, so I'll see you guys with another interesting article tomorrow. Until then, keep practicing, keep reading every day. Bye bye, take care.